Today we'll be talking about web scripting. No? This is your teacher, Sir Aaron, and we'll be using the book that has been provided to you. It's Web Scripting, third edition, by ICTopia. Okay, ICT Training for the Future. Okay, for our lesson one, um, we'll be having a delve on web page. No? It's about web page untangled. That's lesson one. And our objective for the lesson one is understand the basic concept involved in web page design, make your first web page, then write the basic patterns for HTML tags, then insert a doc type declaration. Okay, so basically, before, it used to be that when someone say web, ang atong mahuna-unaan is spiders and weaving threads, no? But nowadays, we associate web with a different kind of weaving. Instead of thread, we form a different kind of connection, a digital connection, from one computer to another to various computers. So you could just imagine, nasa isa ka web, 'di ba? A web is actually like an extension of the spider. The spider, and in such a way na kung meron siyang prey na mapapasok sa web niya, malalaman niya kung gaano kalaki ito at saka gaano kalayo sa kanya. So it's that concept that we are trying to when we try to explain the connectedness in the web, ganun yung comparison natin. Okay? So according to Peabody Institute 2003, the web or World Wide Web is a system using the internet to access information stored on computers worldwide. So imagine nyo lang, lahat ng computers natin interconnected. So para talaga siyang web. 'Di ba? Ang web, ang daming nodes of connections. It provides a means of communication for our fast-paced and highly technological society. Web page creation involves a local computer where designers develop their web page. So, tayo, yan yung goal natin. And a server, a remote computer, which contains the website and serves up the web page, which the designer created for people to visit. When you visit a website, the opening web page is what you usually see on your screen every time you connect to the internet. So, say for example, when you go to a certain website, say for example, we go to Google. So, this is an example of a website. Google, though it's a search engine, but it's actually a website, no? Google.com. And then, if you will try to, let's go to another website, say for example, GMC. And do that, ph, edu. Okay. So this is an example of a website. This is the website of our institution. When you try to right-click and inspect, makikita ninyo yung codes kung paano siya ginawa. So these are HTML codes, CSS, and JavaScript. So these are the codes na ginamit in order to render this page. Okay? So as you can see, our website is mobile friendly. So makita niyo siya kung maliit siya, ganito ang itsura sa mobile phone natin, no? But if it's larger, so ganyan. Okay? So again, yan yung example. Okay? So going forward, web pages are created by designers using languages like hypertext markup language, yan yung meaning na HTML, and extensible hypertext markup language or XHTML. These languages are used to tell browsers how to display your page. Now, let's get started by creating your first HTML page. Okay, gawa tayo ng unang web page. But before that, may note dito, no? Mamaya itong mga note na ito are actually necessary for the quizzes na meron sa book na. As of this writing, the current version of HTML is HTML5, but it is being superseded by XHTML. The difference between the two are minor, but the main benefits of using XHTML is that it is becoming a standard in non-computer devices like cell phones, PAM devices, and scaled-down browsers. XHTML is also extensible, which is the fancy way of saying new tags can be added without a new document type declaration or DTD. So more about DTD will be given later. It's like a new standard na gina-try kay, 'di ba? Because of the availability of new devices na nagba-browse, naga-view sa websites. That's why the standard is nag-evolve siya na into having a new one, no, XHTML. But basically, you can work them naman side by side kasi same lang naman halos ang coding din nila. Okay? So let's try to proceed, no? Open Notepad. Okay? Type yung Notepad dyan. And then, for our first activity, okay, we'll be saying hi or hello to the world. No? So, first, pag open natin yan, so, dito ko lang, di ba, gitype ko lang si Notepad dyan. And then, i-type natin ang code na itong nakita nyo sa book, no? So, HTML tag would always starts with HTML na yun yan, HTML code. So, ito yung tinatawag na opening. Then, malalaman mo kung ending tag siya, kung meron siyang, slash. Okay? And then, baba tayo sa kanya. So, pag ibaba ko yung ganyan, lahat ng laman in between niya is actually HTML. Okay? Then, yan yung HTML na tag. Another tag that we use is head, no? So, ito yung common or basic structure ng isang web page. Meron kang head, then meron kang title, okay? Closing ng title. So, napansin mo kada closing tag is yun lang slash ang pinagkaiba. And then you also have body. And then, dito sa body naman, may ilalagay tayo dito. Okay? So, kunwari, ang ilalagay natin na content is, this is my first time to make a web page. Hey. Okay. So, we will save this one. Okay. Save it with a file name na hello.html. Okay, and then save ko siya save ko siya sa desktop na para makita ko agad. Okay, save. Okay. So the moment na save mo na siya, you will notice dito sa desktop mo, okay, hello. Okay, ito yung sinulat natin kanina. So, open natin siya with Chrome browser. Ayan, so na side by side natin siya. So, if ever, say for example, if you notice na, itong title, hello world, yan no, dito, title sa ating page, no. Okay, so dito yan siya. Hello. The moment i-save mo siya. Save. Render. Okay, naging hello me na siya. Napansin niyo. Same dito, no? Okay, save na ko siya. I-save na ko siya. Save na ko. Okay. Okay, so here you can see side by side yung raw na code and then yung rendered page via a browser. Okay. So, HTML makes use of tags, no? Kani, mga tags, ang tawag na to, ano nila. The tags in the previous HTML code are highlighted in the following example. Okay, kani mo ni mga tags. Okay, kana sila tanan, kana sa sulod sa okay, kani sila mga tags ni sila tanan. And then so basically ang concept niya is isang tag and then content niya sa loob. So if you're following me with the book sa page 5, so makikita natin diyan. Note that for every opening tag, there's an equivalent closing tag. Okay, ito sila. Diba yung explain ko kanina. Every opening na ay closing. Opening, closing. Ang hilahanan niyo mo kay kanang ihang slash. Each tag in the text box plays a role in the creation of your HTML. So, naa siya kanya-kanyang role ha. Na-explain ako. On this part, ito yung title natin. And this part here is your body. Okay? Yung body mo. Okay? Diyan nakalagay. And then, so, ang dami pang tags na pwede natin gamitin. No? But, basically, isang tag, opening tag, content, then closing tag. So, ganun ang structure niya. No? Opening tag, content, and then closing tag. Notice how the tags are used. For example, title, hello, title is contained between between head and head. The title tag is terminated first with title before calling the closing tag head. In the following, the first in, last out rule or philo, when creating nested tags, the latest should be the first one to close before the tag closing close. So basically, I hope you're able to observe na kumbaga diri man gud sa head area man gud ni siya. Kumbaga nanggal na to niya. Kung sa sudlanan pa siya, tinamban na nato ni pagstorya. Okay? Diri sa head, anything that you want your website kunwari may soon when we will be using more advanced website development, when there are certain libraries na gusto nimo i-add or something source links na gusto nimo i-add, mga formatting sa CSS, diri na siya sa head tanan. Okay? While diri sa body is ang proper niya nga content. So mura na siya area. So yung nakita natin kanina na title, this one is a sample tag that is actually ginagamit siya para dire, and then ang location niya asa siya ginagamit is sa sulod sa head ni area. So ang area niya dito. Okay, well dito na part is sa body. So sunod daghan diri na siya kasagaran content sa ato ang website ibutang banda no. Okay, I think that ends my lesson 1, and after this one you can proceed to lesson 2. So thank you very much for listening, guys.